The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. These are not just words of comfort. They are the quiet rhythm of a life lived under divine care. Not because we earned it, not because we deserved it, but because He is good, because He is faithful, because He is our shepherd. We often think of Psalm 23 as a passage for funerals, soft, gentle, soothing. But this is no elegy. This is an anthem of trust, a declaration made in the middle of the valley in the midst of fear when the world feels loud and lonely. It's the prayer of someone who has learned through experience that even when everything else fails, God does not. He makes me lie down in green pastures. Not run, not struggle, not chase, not strive. He makes me lie down. There are times when our souls are so exhausted, our minds so cluttered with noise, our hearts so heavy with worry, we can't even rest. We don't know how, but He knows. And He doesn't ask us to try harder. He simply says, lie down. And in His presence, we find rest we didn't know we needed. The green pastures aren't always visible to the eye. They're the peace that comes when we stop trying to control everything and let Him lead. He leads me beside quiet waters. Not rushing rivers, not turbulent seas, not the chaos of social media, deadlines, or broken relationships, but quiet waters, still waters, waters that restore. Water doesn't shout, it doesn't demand attention, it simply flows, refreshing, cleansing, sustaining, and so does He. In the silence between prayers, in the stillness after tears, in the pause before a decision, He meets us there. He quiets the storm within us, not by removing the storm outside, but by making us certain that we are not alone in it. He refreshes my soul. Not just my mood, not just my circumstances. My soul, the deepest part of me, the part that remembers who I am when everyone else forgets, the part that aches for meaning, for purpose, for belonging. He doesn't give us distractions, He gives us restoration. He doesn't patch us up. He renews us from the inside out. He guides me along the right paths for His name's sake. Notice it's not for my comfort, not for my convenience, but for His name's sake. He leads us, not because we're perfect, but because He is holy. Even when the path seems wrong, when it climbs steep, when it winds through thorns, when it disappears into darkness, He is guiding us, not toward ease, but toward holiness, toward His glory. And in that we find true direction. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. Here it is, the turning point, the heart of the psalm. The darkest valley, not a green pasture, not still waters. A valley dark, deep, dangerous. And yet no fear. Why? Because You are with me. Not someday, not if I pray hard enough, not if I get my act together. Now, in the thick of it, in the middle of the pain, in the silence where answers don't come. You are with me. The rod, that heavy club used to defend against predators. The staff, that crooked stick used to guide, to pull, to lift. They are not symbols of punishment. They are signs of protection, of presence, of intimate care. The rod keeps danger away. The staff keeps me on course. One protects me from what's outside. The other holds me when I'm falling apart. And together they comfort me. Not because everything is okay, but because He is here. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Look at that. While the enemy watches, while the world tries to steal your joy, your peace, your future, God sets a table. A feast, in the middle of war, in the face of opposition. He doesn't wait until the battle is over. He feeds you while the enemy stands nearby. Oil on your head, a cup running over. This isn't scarcity, this is abundance. This isn't survival, this is celebration. He doesn't just rescue us from our enemies, He honors us in their presence. He anoints us, He blesses us, He fills us until our cup runs over. And then the final promise. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Follow. Goodness and love don't chase us. They follow us, as if God is walking behind us, making sure nothing slips through, as if every step we take is covered in mercy, every breath wrapped in grace. Even when we turn away, even when we wander, even when we fail, He is still there, following. And the destination: I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Not someday, not after death. I will dwell. Right now, in spirit, in faith, in hope, I am already home. Not in a building, not in a place, but in His presence. This is not a poem about heaven. It's a portrait of a life lived with God, here, now, today. It's the prayer of someone who has learned that safety is not found in control, but in surrender. That peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of the shepherd. That abundance is not measured in possessions, but in provision. That victory is not the end of the battle, but the certainty that He is with us in it. So if you're walking through a valley today, if your soul feels dry, your heart feels heavy, your path feels unclear, know this: He is still leading you, still restoring you, still preparing a table, still holding you with His rod and His staff. You do not need to understand the path. You only need to trust the shepherd. And He never lets go. He is with you. He is for you. He is enough. And that is everything.